Hi, this is Mike, and I'll be showing you how to use Rabbithole to duplicate an image. In this case, we have a stock image of an elderly couple preparing vegetables that we're going to duplicate just as practice using Rabbithole. So a great way to start is to pick around 3 keywords that stand out to you from your original image that you want to duplicate. So I'm going to say couple, kitchen, vegetables, and press generate image a few times to get a sense of what does Rabbithole think an image labeled couple kitchen vegetables should look like. So in this case, we have kind of an illustration of a couple with vegetables. In this case, it's more photorealistic. Let's just press it a few more times to get a sense of what do these keywords mean. And it's starting to look pretty good. Now, if we want to get rid of this illustration style photo, you don't want to type no illustration because it'll see the word illustration and get confused. So I found that if you just type the word photo, it gets rid of any sort of illustration photos and makes everything seem more photorealistic. Great. So now it looks like these are all looking pretty good, but they're all squares. So we want to adjust the aspect ratio to be more of a landscape. And another thing that I'm noticing is that these are all pictures of a younger couple in the kitchen with vegetables. So now we want to introduce the concept of an elderly couple. So when you're introducing a new concept into keywords, it's usually good to be systematic and to remove randomize so that when you type in elderly, now it should take the previous image and make it an elderly couple. Sometimes it adds more people to the image. It doesn't always follow the keywords when they're not super specific. So don't be surprised if it doesn't always respect your keywords as you're dialing things in. So here it's an elderly couple in the kitchen with vegetables. Let's turn on randomize and see a few more options to see how these keywords register. And these are all pretty good. In this case, though, she's just holding up the tomato and they're just kind of like looking at the vegetables. I want them to be cooking and preparing the vegetables. So there's a bunch of keywords we can explore to try to unearth those concepts in these photos. But what I'm going to try to do is just use the word preparing as an example. So I'm going to say preparing vegetables, and that will start to make the photo look hopefully more similar to the original. So I'm going to turn off randomize and I'm going to say preparing. And hopefully it'll change this image into an image where they are preparing the vegetables. Great. So it starts to respect all the keywords more when you dial in the right keyword. So in this case, it looks like he's preparing some vegetables. Let's turn randomize back on and see how the keywords are working. Great. So I think we're starting to get in good shape, and hopefully this was a helpful primer on how to use Rabbithole to generate images.